The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Offense with jumbo personnel. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
To the air, it's Everett trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Still running at the 40, giving him his pads. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He'll try to get it through the air. He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. He's coming back. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And that one did not work.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his target down the middle. Touchdown, Arizona! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
To the air, it's Everett. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. fighting off the defender. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The run from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Everett. Fires Here's the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Humphreys. Tackle is made after the first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Dropping back, it's Everett. They're bringing heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Lobs it off the back foot. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been...
Oh, look out! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The option look. He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. Obliterates him, still on the move. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Wildcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get a... And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Right back to the well. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw. It's Everett. He's right on target. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Arizona. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Got his man quickly.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Going with the ground game left. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to play the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll try the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass.
Touchdown, Arizona! And the stomping has commenced.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And he makes the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
a CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another 1st down. Toss sweep to the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
3rd down coming.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And he's running in the open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Feeling some heat. Might be looking to run. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Goes to the option. He breaks a tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take a shot. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch past the sticks. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Lets it go to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splat.